Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. How you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. This is your morning message for September 9th, 9-9. 9-9, ends of cycles, beginnings of cycles. We're in the middle of our beginners class on homing in on your business idea, your spiritual business idea. Before you take the business class later this month, might want to know what your idea is. So I'm taking a little bit of an unorthodox approach, numerology, astrology, something called the Ikigai, which is a Japanese methodology for a long and happy life. It's not just about a job, you know what I'm saying? It's about working your calling, doing your calling, and how you get there, how you find that. So if you're interested, we are doing a spiritual business class later this month on the 22nd, how to turn your calling into a business, into your life's work, into your what supports you in this 3D world. And if you want to do that, the link is below to sign up for that. The beginning business class, the spiritual newbies, the business newbies actually, is all full. I have 2 sessions. I may do another session after the big business class happens in October. If you're interested, let me know. All right. I limit those enrollment because I want people to be able to ask questions if it gets too unruly. Too many people. Okay. All right, let's see where we go here for you. This is morning message for September 9th. Let's see where we go. All right. Breaking trail. I've already been through this breakthrough. I know this. I don't know this message yet. Choosing your path. Maybe I do. Choosing your path. Seriously? Wise leader. I did an entire reading the other day that got erased about this. And the one thing I do want to say about this is, as I'm preparing for this class tonight, for these the people who are in the beginner's business class, is that you are not born to just do one thing. You're not just born to, whether it's love or relationships, family, coworkers, your work, your calling, your business, your way of embracing your work, anything like that. There's not just one thing, but there is one direction that is going to be bring your life meaning. It's about meaning, having meaningful life, and something that gets you out of bed in the morning. This gets me out of bed every day. And you know why? Because I have real impact. Because I'm telling stories to you and they resonate with you or they don't. And you take that and you do with it what you will. And I am humbled by the amount of people who say that they find impact in these readings. So that is of amazing interest to me. And my job is to help you go in the direction of your dreams. So these readings, in some way, shape, or form, may do that. Some days they do, some days they don't. For you, right? All right, so let's see where we go here. 7 of Cups underneath. Confusion about taking action on the new direction. 9 of Cups. So there's definitely some feeling here, Aries, Leo, Sag, about, okay, what is it that I want? Okay, because 7 of Cups is about some kind of confusion. Like, this is what's going on underneath that you may not understand. That there is some malaise, there's some feeling of frustration. It is a spiritual issue. It is not mental illness. It is not real. It can manifest in depression, anxiety, frustration, any of these things. But it's a spiritual issue. Okay, that the direction of my life, where I'm going next, is of great interest. Whether it's going toward a relationship, going toward some kind of career move, some kind of change. Yes, Sun, 8 of Cups, Empress. Some of you are figuring out what you want in life. Justice, Fool, oh my goodness. Four of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Two of Pentacles. There's some problem with making a decision. It's not about knowing the direction here. It's about taking action on it, okay? And when Mars is in retrograde, we have problems with taking action on things. We may know the direction. It's not enough, wisdom is life experience combined with, with knowledge and expertise. But it's about what have you experienced in your life that is causing you to have some problems of holding back or lack of ability to make a decision. What is that? Because I feel like you're dealing with someone, this feels like relationship to me, but it can be everything, really. Everything is relationship, but also everything is about your path, choosing your path right now. Okay? And as a wise leader, that's where you're going. But how do I get there? Do I take a train? Do I walk? Do I drive a car? Do I, get another degree? Do I, how what is the path here? How do I go? And I feel like there is this awakening and awareness to what you want. Okay? Empress, Taurus, and Libra. Very anchored and balanced. This feels like you to me. The other person in this connection is just getting balanced, right? They're the Fool. They're starting off fresh. Somebody might have just gotten out of a divorce or just gotten out of a situation, and they're looking back. Okay, you're looking forward. You're going forward. And they're looking back, all right? So there's this fundamental disconnect of you having a clue, all right? You having clarity around what you want, and you have looked at all of that. Then there's this Mars energy of, oh, can I make a decision on that? Can I move it forward? And there's some lack of ability to do that. This other person you're dealing with could have just gotten a divorce or just gotten out of something or just gotten themselves balanced and aligned. And so there's the Fool. There's the desire to take a leap of faith here. But then the next card is this Four of Pentacles, which is like a lack of belief in what comes next. And part of what I said, what I'm going to say, you're going to see this video after I said it. So some of what I said in the business class, the beginner business class last night was it's the the experience is to look back at what you have already accomplished and to choose your future life based on what is in the past, because that is your experience, right? And when this is a spiritual choice, there may be nothing to compare it to. There may be no apples to apples kind of comparison. I'm going to walk a spiritual path. Well, I've never done that before, so I don't know what that looks like, right? And so there's this disconnect about, there could even be fear about how to move it forward. I feel like you, if this is a relationship, you are the wise leader. You're the one who has to lead the other person because they don't have any experience in this. What they're doing is they're looking back maybe at a relationship that ended in divorce. They don't want that again. And so they're having a hard time taking a leap forward, taking a leap into this because the template isn't there for something healthy and good. Maybe the last relationship they were dealing with a narcissist or dealing with someone who's mentally ill or dealing with something that really was out of balance, putting them out of balance. They just got back into balance. They want to take a leap of faith with you, but now they're like, whoop, how do I know this is going to work? How do I know this is going to work? I don't have any experience in it, so that stops them. I don't know if it's going to work. No, you don't know if it's going to work. This person could be, let's see, Taurus, Libra, Virgo, fire sign. I'm going to say Aries, Leo here, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Leo, Sag, all the fire signs, Taurus and Libra and Virgo here. So this person shows up bearing gifts, okay? And then there's this moment of decision. You might feel that, oh my God, I'm choosing my path. This is my path, my next big adventure, all right? This person, this job, this career, whatever this choice is my next biggest adventure. And I don't want to get it wrong. I have a little perfectionism here. And so what happens is you have something right in front of you that you really want, but because you don't know if it's going to work or not, because you have no experience doing this, you stop. You've only had experience either in failure of relationships, failure in business, failure, right? But if you're looking at it through that frame, you're seeing failure. What I see is experience and wisdom, okay? And let me offer this to you. What if, I mean, this seems kind of easy to say, and I will admit that, but when you look back and you see things that you term as failure, why would you do that again? Why would you use that as a template, right, for how you move forward? So it's not really about looking back to what happened. It's looking back to the inverse of this. Well, you know, this started X, this started this way, or I just took this job and it turns out to be awful, and I wasn't really paying attention to what my heart wanted, and all of these things. What were the, you know, not to put too fine a point on it, but what were the things about those experiences that you don't want to share again? You don't want to have the experience again. You don't want to have that experience. So can you align yourself with the opposite of that? I think you get this, but I think this other person doesn't get this. If this is just about you, then you feel confident in certain things, but not confident in others. You could feel confident in relationships, but not confident in your career. You could feel confident in your career, but not confident in relationships, okay? So there's this like, okay, I did it when it came to my work, but is it the same thing? And is it the same process of being in alignment? This is a Abraham Hicks get into alignment thing. I love Abraham Hicks. I listen to Esther Hicks all the time. I think she's fabulous. I think Abraham is fabulous. And one of the things that was so interesting to me, and I wrote it down, it was so interesting to me, was the belief that I want something so much that either I can't have it, or I've got to work really hard to get it, or it's not in the cards for me, right? Or something like that. The belief that you have is limiting this. And so if you have only had failure, or what you're terming as failure, it's really just experience. And it's like, okay, well, that wasn't so awesome. I want to feel like this. So your job here is to birth this, okay, Empress. Anchor yourself, get yourself balanced, and align yourself with the experience that you want to have. Okay? Align yourself with the experience that you want to have. What would it feel like to be so excited to to get out of bed and be like, okay, we're going to do this today, we're going to do that today. That is exactly how I behave in this world that I am in, that I have moved into, that I have become, right? Because I pushed away the experiences of the past in terms of, that was not a good feeling, now I want this feeling. Same thing with relationships. What is the feeling I want? I want to feel cherished. I want to feel loved. I want to feel excited. I want to feel turned on spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, intellectually. And that will give me the indicator. Is this person is mucking up their vibration because of fear of making a mistake, fear of being a fool and jumping in. They're mucking up their vibration because of fear, and you could be doing that too. You could be like, all right, I'm ready, and then it comes, it's here, and then there's this fear around the vibration of, is this really what I want? Is this the right thing? What if this isn't the right person? What if I'm just fantasizing? What if this is, not the right thing for me. So that can happen, all right? And the balance part and the anchoring part and the what makes you happy, what is the feeling you want to create? That's where you look. That's where you look. That's where you feel. So I'm going to continue on with this. I'll look at the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. I will look at Taurus, Libra, Virgo. Okay? So let's keep going with this reading. If you want to keep going, if you're in the Patreon group, then you will get the rest of this right after I'm done talking right now. You'll get the rest of the reading. If you are interested in the rest of this reading and are not part of Patreon, the link is below for you. I will see you over there.